They just have a small border around them. Then we're going to be taking our chocolate chip piece, and this is going to be where our waterfall card happens. So like I said, there's score marks here for the 4 pieces that we just cut. And what we want to do is we want to just make sure that our piece falls right on that square. It's going to, actually, I'm going to start with the bottom one first, because as I'm layering above, they're going to fit right over the top of each other. I'm going to start with my acorn on the bottom. My leaves. I'm going to use the summer sun leaf. Actually, I want to put my adhesive. I made a little mistake here. I want to put my adhesive on the chocolate chip piece. That way, as it's doing its waterfall cardness, it doesn't stick to the piece below it. So I'm just using an adhesive remover here in order to take away that adhesive. I don't want it to stick to that other very cute acorn. So I'd rather put my adhesive here. That way I'm making sure that it doesn't stick to the piece below it. And as you can see, I'm starting to overlap my pieces here. I'm going to put my next piece on. And my last. Okay. So you can see that these are overlapping, and as it tumbles down and it makes a waterfall, it's going to reveal each of those stamps. Okay, now putting all of our cards together. Oh, the last thing I want to do on here, on the very back, you'll notice that this front and the back are slightly different in shape. One is a little bit, the back's a little bit longer. I want to put a slit in there so that I can attach my ribbon later to pull my card down. Okay, now I'm going to be attaching my card. The first thing I want to do is I want to attach this piece to my orange, or my yellow piece, my summer sun piece of cardstock. So trying to find out the best way to do this. I'm going to place that sort of in the middle of this piece. If you can find a better way of doing this, by all means, go right ahead. The next piece I want to do is just to add a little bit of interest, and that's to use the eyelets. These are just regular silver Stampin' Up! Eyelets. And I'm going to use the Stamp-A-Majig. I'm sorry, the Crocodile. Wrong tool. And I'm going to use this. It looks very scary, I think, at first, but it does a lot of great things. And you'll notice on the sides here, it has a small and a large punch. So I'm going to punch out. And it's nice because you can set the dial to any measurement length that you'd like, so you know that it's going to be even every time. And I'm going to come in from the side and punch. And from the opposite side and punch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my eyelet in. And I'm going to put my crocodile in. And all I need to do is squeeze down. And that will set my eyelet. I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. And there we go. Okay. This part becomes a little tricky because we want this back piece to fall behind it, but we don't want to glue it onto the back of our cardstock when we attach this yellow piece. So what I'm going to be very careful in doing is just making sure that I'm getting adhesive on both sides of where that's going to fall. so that I make sure that none of that adhesive touches that piece. And I'm going to attach to the base of my card. And as I pull this back piece, all of those pieces will then fall underneath. Okay, and it may take a little bit of work to get them all to go seamlessly, so that it doesn't pull. You may also contemplate using sticky strips or something a little bit more heavy duty to keep your card from pulling apart. That may help. And then the last thing I'm doing is I'm just putting a piece of pumpkin pie, a 1/4 inch grosgrain ribbon on the bottom, just as a cute little added touch. Cutting at the diagonal so they don't fray. And there you have your waterfall card.